whilst we're on the topic of Anthony, actually, I interviewed him on the fight week, and I asked him about yourself, because you made a comment to Queensbury when Deb was in here about how your presence in Daniel's camp should be a concern for Anthony.
Well, yeah.
Because you know his boxing DNA, his makeup, etc.
Yeah.
And then he was telling me about how when you met at a petrol station...
No, we didn't. That's a lie.
You didn't meet at a petrol station?
No, I met Derek Chisora at a petrol station 5 years prior to meeting Anthony Joshua in the street. I didn't meet him. Him and his friends was in a car. I was driving my car, the same Jeep that you see just driving, but not that one, but another one.
Yeah.
I've had a few of them over the years.
Yeah.
They recognized my Jeep, and they hooted me. It was daytime. They beeped me like it was a wide road, Finchley, Regent's Park Road, Finchley. They beeped me to pull over. For I don't know these dudes. Yeah, but I can fight. Okay, I pulled over, and he got out the car to introduce himself to me. He was, I think, 19 years old. He said he'd only had 8 amateur fights for Finchley ABC at the time. And that's where the relationship started of me getting involved with him. Yeah, I won't expand on that, but that's that. So then, I saw the piece, then he went ahead to say, yeah, and I used to spar Derek, and then I called him up to say, don't come to the gym anymore. Lie, because that's not... I'm going to tell my own story. I'm going to tell my own story, how it happened. I've got video evidences for the whole thing. So, don't dismiss me like that. That's not fair. That's not fair. I deserve better than that. You and Derek Chisora, who asked me to stop training you, hence why me and you parted. Yeah? Now he's with you, one of the cheerleaders. Chisora, this is. If you know what these people have done to me, yeah? Shameful. And all I've done for all of them is of good. Yeah? All of them.
Do you want to expand on that one?
No.
Okay. Right, I feel like we're going from the fight to other topics.
Well, yeah, honestly, again, obviously you're good at what you do. I didn't sit here. I wanted to talk about the fight. I wanted to make it brief. I'm a wounded man. Yeah, when everybody tell you you're going to get knocked out, your fight is going to... Do you know I'm only a human being? Of course, there's a possibility that could happen. One idiot, a well-established ex-fighter, went as far as saying that Daniel's going to end up in hospital. Do you know how disturbing that is to me?
Who said that?
I can't tell you. He knows who he is. He went as far as saying Daniel's going to be put in hospital. That's really sick. And that disturbed me. Right? The world is a wicked world, man.
The plot thickens. We've heard Spencer Farron go public about Don Charles, said he had nothing but love for Don Charles, but Don Charles says something totally the opposite. Now, you put 2 and 2 together. When he hears Spencer Farron's name, he apologizes to the interviewer because he should have told him, don't ever say that name around me. So when he was asked about who he was talking about, he couldn't say the name based on his own rules and regulations. You know, I can't say the name if I tell you not to say the name. Therefore, I can't say the name. Look, I think those guys need to hash it out. I don't really know. I know enough. I know that Spencer Farron said that Danny Dubois' father told him he didn't want Don Charles around. But the reasoning behind Don Charles being angry at Spencer Farron for saying that is kind of ridiculous. I mean, this is the fight game. Now, I understand if he was talking about your family or talking about, and I know he looked at Dubois as, like a son, because he said it. But to have thin skin like that, I don't think that's necessary. But yeah, I mean, that could happen. But like, hey, put him in the hospital, it's boxing, man. And Anthony Joshua and Derek Chisora. Okay, because I'm going backwards. I don't understand it. I don't know that at all. Now, I did hear the story that Derek Chisora asked that AJ not come back based on what AJ did to Derek Chisora. Now, I did hear that story. But this is good to know, that these guys have different opinions. Because if you just heard one person, you're only going to know one opinion about any situation. There's always the other side, right? And I think this is getting it, I don't know what the agenda would be. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I know Derek Chisora and Anthony Joshua are close. I just thought they had a situation then, right? But it is what it is. But as far as Don Charles and Spencer Farron goes, Spencer said that he's known him since he was 12. I think they should, stop the beef. I think the victory has been won. And I think, men are true friends that are, stand-up guys will take the high road and squash the whole thing. But I believe it is far from over. But you guys tell me what you think of Don Charles calling Anthony Joshua, Derek Chisora, and the person that he won't mention, Spencer Farron. Put them on Front Street. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace!